Welcome, welcome to the Princess Secrets Show. I am your hostess this evening, Norman Bryant Howard, coming to you live from the studios of 2020. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard a raindrop or two, but it's okay. We don't mind. That means that you'll be able to just sit down, relax, and just enjoy yourself this evening. But before we get started, I'd like for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd also like for you to tag someone, to like and share. There's a like or share button, and make some comments this evening because it sort of helps my algorithms. I've heard that word. I like that word. It helps my algorithms, and it lets Facebook and YouTube know that we got something really good going on over here. So please, like, share. Please subscribe to my channel, and that'll help us all out. I really would appreciate it for each and every one of you this evening. So, the weather is getting warm, and people are thinking about love, and it's like love is always in the air. And those who have a significant other, they're going to pick up a few tips this evening. Those who are looking for a significant other, they're going to pick up a few tips. And those who are in the process of getting one, or maybe you just want to make yourself more knowledgeable, because I have a lot of knowledge that I'm going to dispense this evening. But before we get started with the meat of our program tonight, I would first like to ask you, do you feel pain anywhere in your body? Do you feel pain right here? Do you feel pain over your shoulder? Do you feel pain in your hip? Do you feel pain right there in your heart? You're probably saying, what in the Sam Hill is she talking about? Well, I've got something to hopefully alleviate some of the pain that you may have in your body. And what I would like to share with you tonight is my love bundle. I have a love bundle that's truly exciting. I call it the Princess Secrets Love Bundle, and it's really an awesome bundle that I'm going to be presenting to you tonight, because basically it's a $1,500 deal, and I'm going to share it with you this evening. And I'll tell you the price in just a minute, but I'm going to tell you a story first, just a little bitty small story. There's a lady that I know, and she got in contact with me, and she said, I must be doing everything wrong, because every time I get into a relationship, it's like um, 2 weeks later, he's gone. What am I doing wrong? Well, when she bought my book, which is entitled Prince Charming, Where Are You? Let's see. All right, Prince Charming, Where Are You? It was like it resolved a lot of the problems and things that she was having going on in her life. But with this love bundle, let's put it back up on the air again, on the screen again. With this love bundle, I'm going to tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get 10 hours of video. You're going to get 5 hours of audio. And you're going to receive an autographed copy of this particular book that I just showed you, Prince Charming, Where Are You? You're going to get that. You're going to get my motivational book. I'm gonna put that in the I Love Bundle package, and I'm gonna give you a 30-minute strategy session with me, and you can ask me any type of questions that you need answered concerning relationships. And you're gonna get all that, not for $1,500, because that's what the package usually goes for, but you're gonna get it, and that is if you get it within the next 48 hours, you're gonna get it for $49. $49. And I'm going to go over it real quick again. You get 10 hours video, 5 hours of audio, an autographed copy of my book, Prince Charming, Where Are You? My motivational book, and a 30-minute strategy session with me, Norma Bryan Howard, for the next 2 days. I'm going to have it up for $49. And at the very end, I'm going to tell you where you can go to get my love bundle special. Might be something really nice for you to take on. Maybe you're going to the beach this weekend. You may be going to the park. The weather's supposed to be nice for Memorial Day weekend. So you might just need a nice book to get you through the weekend, and a very, very informative book. And I'm going to be offering that to you. And it's once again called My Love Bundle Special. My Love Bundle Special. Now, I have, a lot of ladies, I said, because it's spring, and they maybe have been with a significant other, a partner or something, and a lot of times they're just feeling like they're just being pushed aside. They feel like they're being just pushed aside for no reason. And they're saying to themselves, well, he always feels, he just makes me feel really, really bad. I've been with this guy just for a little while. And I feel like I didn't do anything at all. I didn't do anything at all. But I do feel like, my feelings stay hurt, feel like he's just pushing me aside for no good reason at all. So I need some tips and ideas on what to do with this type of man. Well, on my research, this is what I found out, and I bet you're going to agree with me. It is that men hate the E word. You're in this relationship and you just have been in it for a little while and things just seem to be going so well. And then out of the blue, for no apparent reason, for some mysterious reason, he tends to be pulling away. He tends to be pulling away for some strange, mysterious reason. And it boils down to that pesky little E word. Do you know what it is? It's called emotions. Is called emotions, because women, we're just, oh my goodness, we're just full of emotions, and we try to deal with our emotions, and we have a tendency to, 9 out of 10 times we do a pretty good job with dealing with our emotions, but men can't handle emotions. And when they feel like that they're getting too close to you and things are getting emotional, they pull back. Men will pull back from you, and they have a tendency to do this. And the sad news is, it's not just you, it might be a whole bunch of other ladies that is happening to, because men they really hate to commit. So when it's time to commit, they tend to actually pull back because they feel like things are just getting just a little bit too deep and just getting a little bit too emotional for them. So when they do that, excuse me, men will fall into three different categories. Men will fall into three different categories. And I've named these men. I've named the first category that men will fall into. It is the wrong fit. And I call it the wrong fit Bob. The wrong fit Bob. And oh my goodness, the wrong fit Bob. Okay, there he is right now on the screen. This is a guy who didn't really feel a connection with you, but you said he's so smart. He works over there at that big insurance company. He's got this great condominium, and I just got to have that guy. But the wrong fit guy, Bob, and that the two of you all didn't really, you weren't on the same plane when you first met him, and you still feel like he's not a good fit for you. He's just not a good fit for you. Because in my book, and I'm going to show it one more time. Prince, I've got a little tab in there. Okay, Prince Charming, where are you? And we talk about, if it doesn't fit, don't force it. That's a chapter in there that's entitled, if it doesn't fit, don't force it. So, but with the wrong fit and you're with the wrong person, you find yourself you are going to put in 100% effort. You're going to be the one that's always making the, you know, reservations, and you're going to be the one that's going to be going out of your way to be doing something nice and doing something kind for him. You are going to be the one that's trying to make this relationship work, when deep down in your heart, he's really not the right guy for you. And I'd say what you need to do in a situation like that is, with the wrong guy, don't walk away from him. Sometimes you might need to run. Sometimes you might need to run. Okay, so if you have any comments this evening, please put the comments there on the page, and I'd like to read what your comments are. So if you have some comments, please put those in the comments section for this evening. Okay, now the second type of guy that you really don't want to be with, and I've called him and I've named him Mr. Player Player. That's the guy I call him, Mr. Player. And someone from my staff put this picture up, Mr. Player Player. Okay. And these desperate, insecure little men are like faucets on a sink. Either they're hot 1 minute or they're cold the next minute, and they never ever follow through on any of the promises that they promise you. And you end up being thoroughly confused because he told you, I'm going to go up to Cincinnati this weekend, and because there's a friend of mine that's in Cincinnati, and there's a couple in Cincinnati, or maybe there's somewhere around Sacramento, and then I'm going to go up there this weekend, and I'm going to spend the weekend, and I have a good time. And you're looking confused, and you're saying, "Well, what about me? Am I invited?" Well, Mr. Player says, sure. Sure, I'll come by and pick you up, let's say around lunchtime. And you're like, okay, that sounds great. So you look at your luggage and you say, I need an extra piece of luggage. You run over to Walmart, get an extra piece of luggage, and you get all your lingerie together. You got outfits, you got everything together. You pack it, put it in a suitcase, and you're ready. But Mr. Player, and you wait for him around lunchtime. You figure it's around noon. And around noon, he doesn't call. And 1 o'clock, he doesn't call. At 2 o'clock, you say, well, let me call. Where is he? So you call, and guess what? He answers the phone, and he said, girl, I'm already up here in Cincinnati. And you said, I'm sitting in my den with my luggage waiting for you. He says, now, I told you that I was coming up here. I didn't know you wanted to come. Well, he's trying to play what we call mind games with you. He's trying to play some mind games with you. So mind games are terrible. They're bad. And more or less, he's trying to tell you that you're crazy. So that's what I call Mr. Player Player. And can you even imagine being married to someone like Mr. Player Player, who's always trying to confuse you, always trying to confuse you? Okay, the next one, first one was Wrong Fit Bob, and then Mr. Player Player, and next we have Mr. Freedom Fighter. Mr. Freedom Fighter, Mr. Freedom Fighter. He may as well walk through your door, marching in, carrying an American flag, letting you know he's going to keep fighting for his independent rights. Now, not his rights with the government, not his rights on the job, but he's fighting for his right to remain and being in a committed relationship. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want you or any other woman trying to tie him down in a committed relationship. He is fighting for his rights, and he doesn't want any woman, whoever she might be, trying to tell him that that we need to be in a committed relationship. And my question, just for a moment here, is: have you ever met anybody like that? You wanted to be in a committed relationship, and he wanted to remain single. Well, if you want to remain if you want to remain single, if a gentleman wants to remain single, he should never ever approach a female and give her the idea that I want to date you, I want to be in a relationship with you. He shouldn't do that at all. He shouldn't do that at all. Okay, let's see. The next thing, what he does is he makes that relationship just miserable for you. And maybe perhaps he's been Mr. Freedom Fighter. Maybe he's been in a bad relationship. Maybe he was married for 5, 10, 15 years. And for the last couple of years of his married life, maybe it was a bad situation, and he just can't shake it. He really does want to be in a relationship, but because that last relationship was so bad, he just can't. He just can't fight it, and he just can't get rid of all the thoughts and things that happened to him. Or maybe he's financially insecure, and he just feels like, this is, this relationship thing just is not for me. I want to, but I'm scared. So he carries around the banner of freedom. So I call him Mr. Freedom Fighter. So Mr. Freedom Fighter, you just need to just take your flag, and you just need to just get up out of here, Mr. Freedom Fighter. Okay. So what are some of the other types of behaviors that are found in these types of men? And you can find them everywhere. You can find these men everywhere. They're going to act like that they are ready for a relationship, and they want to have a good time. And some of them is just all superficial, and some guys only want to be in a relationship for what is in it for them. And we do know what they are out for, what's in it for them. And it's probably all just based on the 3-letter word sex, sex. And no, they don't want to go any deeper than that. So, just a one night fling or 2 or 3 week fling with you, and it's all over. So, but watch out for men who give you some clues also that they don't want to commit. Okay, the first thing that I found out that men will say when they definitely don't want to commit is they'll say 2 words: I'm busy. I'm busy. And he always seems just to be just a little bit too busy for you. Maybe you want to go out to the park this weekend because there may be a concert coming because it's Memorial Day weekend. And he's already told you, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't go because I'm busy. I've got this work. I brought it home and I got to get busy with it. And I'll be working on it. This is the weekend I planned on working on this assignment, and I'm going to work on it all weekend long. So, honey, I'm too busy. And he's just too busy for you. And we use the term, we call it in the relationship world, we call it stonewalling. What he's doing is stonewalling, and he doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to commit in this relationship, and he's always busy. And and leaving you home where you are just miserable, and it's the Memorial Day weekend, and you have no place to go and nothing to do, and you got a man who's too busy to tie into this relationship with you. Okay, the next one is he talks in facts, and he doesn't talk in personal terms at all, and he doesn't share intimacy with you, and he's real short. You ask a question, are we gonna watch the game on TV this tonight? And his responses are real short. Yes. No intimacy at all. Very short, curt responses that he responds to you. So he doesn't talk like it's personal, and he sort of treats you like you're just a guest perhaps, or a co-worker. So but nothing that is personal at all. Okay, and the third thing that a lot of men do, they will complain about you. They're going to be doing a lot of complaining about you, and they come home or they come over to your house to visit you, and they always act like they're upset. They act like they're mad when you ask them, well, honey, what's wrong? Nothing. That's one of those short, curt responses. Nothing. You don't seem too happy. You seem like something's bothering you. No, nothing's bothering me. I'm fine. Why are you always picking on me? And now he's acting like he's irritated. You're just always picking on me. And then he starts to be defensive, just trying to read his rights. And why are you treating him like this? And he can go anywhere and have other people treat him bad? Why does he have to stay around here this evening and you're picking on him? You're complaining, and you're saying, you're honestly saying to yourself, I haven't done anything. In your mind, you're saying, I haven't done anything. So why is he treating me like this? And the fourth thing that a man does, which is a real big clue that he's not happy, he's just doesn't know how to deal with his emotions, is when he pulls back. He doesn't hug you. He doesn't kiss you, hold your hand. He's not intimate with you at all. And that's a real big sign that not he's not interested in, and he's probably getting ready to fly the coop. He's probably getting ready to fly the coop. So men do these things, and they drop these red flags all over the place. And a lot of ladies are saying, I didn't know it. I just did not know it. Well, in my book that hopefully you're going to get, you don't have to buy the entire love bundle special to get my book, because on my website, I do have, let's see, on my website, you can get this book. You just get the book. It is just jam-packed with a lot of information that perhaps you're going to need to know when it comes with dealing with men, because I've got one section in here where I tell women, don't be his culinary chef. Don't be a man's culinary chef. I don't care if you have been to the Cordon Bleu School of Cooking in Paris, France, London, England, New York City, and you won the chef award for the year. He doesn't have to know it, because he's going to expect, he just met you, but he's going to expect for you to be his personal chef. So there's a lot of things that a lot of women do for men, to men, and just because I want this man so badly, they'll just pull out all the pots and pans and the knives and just go ahead and do a lot of ridiculous things. And a lot of things he doesn't have to know about you when you first meet him. So I'm going to read just a small excerpt from my book, Prince Charming, Where Are You? And you tell me, do you know anybody that could fall in this category? All right, here we go. I know of a lady that made a poor decision of starting to date a man that was not equally yoked with her. She was a college graduate with her MBA from a very prestigious university. She had always struggled with a weight issue and felt that she was not as pretty as her friends. When she was introduced to him, she felt like she was lucky because he was tall and he was reasonably nice looking. He even seemed to be interested in her, but he has his dark secrets. He wasn't as educated as she was, and she could never find out how far he had gone in school. His vocabulary was poor, and his manners were definitely lacking. With every opportunity that presented itself, he was determined to prove to her that he was as smart, if not smarter, than she was. He especially represented this type of behavior when they were around other people. And as you know what we would say back home, we'd say, he just showed out in front of her company. He just showed out. He hated her position in life. He secretly hated the large income she earned and the positive influence she had on all of those around her. This included close friends, as well as those who shared in her workplace views and beliefs. Whenever there was a social gathering, she would hold her breath when he started to expound on the subject being discussed. Whether at a cocktail party or dinner out with a group of her friends or coworkers from the office, it was becoming a real big problem. She knew he ate too much, he never exercised, and he attempted to put her down in front of her friends and always had an opinion on any and all subjects being discussed. However, she had convinced herself that she loved this man. And once they got married, she was sure that she was going to be able to change him. After all, last week they were at the mall looking at engagement rings. Now, she said to herself, now that tells you that he loves me. We were looking at engagement rings. And he told her that they shouldn't buy that big engagement platinum ring with all those diamonds in it because he had a homeboy who worked at the pawn shop who could hook him up with an exact replica. Now, would she had gone into that jewelry store and tried to force a size 6 ring onto a size 8 finger? If it doesn't fit, don't force it. Has she been listening to that little voice that speaks to us in the midnight hour, or opened her eyes to all the red flags that littered her pathway? She would have tripped over the flags and sent him packing on a slow boat to China a long, long time ago. So that's just a little excerpt from my book. And ladies, we sometimes we get desperate. But so ladies, don't get desperate. Don't you settle for anything because anything that comes by, because I remember some ladies saying, just as long as he can breathe, that's all that's required is breathing. So it takes much more than breathing for us to accept a man into our lives. So remember these types of men and remember that you are yourself definitely a princess. You are definitely a princess. So I'd like to thank you for spending your time with us this evening. And there is something that I need to ask of you. I'm having a casting call. I'm having a casting call, and no, my name is not Tyler Perry. My name is not Tyler Perry. I'm looking for married couples who would like to appear on my show, The Princess Secrets. And I am looking for you. I don't care what your age is. I'm not really interested in teenage lovers or teenage married couples, but married couples who have been married for 5 years or more. 3, 4, 5 years or more. I had a couple on recently, well, a couple of months ago, and they had been married for 45 years. I had one couple on who's only been married for 4 years. So I'm looking for couples who like to come on our show, who like to tell us how they have made it in committed love, and things also I'd like for them to discuss with us is things that they wish that they knew before they got married. A lot of people say, if I'd only known that before I got married. So I'm looking for some amazing couples, not just in the Kentuckiana area where I live. I'm looking for amazing couples actually around the world. I had one couple on several weeks ago who came in from Honolulu, Hawaii, came in from Hawaii, and they were a wonderful couple. And they talked about committed love and what it takes, and it's not easy, but what it takes, what you've learned by being in this marriage for X number of years. So if you are interested, and I hope that I have a big response from that, I'm having a casting call, and you can email me because we're going to put all that information up on the screen in just a minute or two for this big casting call. So what I'm going to be encouraging you to do tonight is go to my Love Bundle special for $49 this evening. That's the first thing. The second thing is our casting call. And I truly, truly am just so excited this evening that so many people have joined us tonight. So many people have joined us this evening. So thank you so very, very much. And guess what? I will see you next week, same time, same place. I come on at 7 o'clock p.m. every Friday night. This is Memorial Day weekend, and we're going to get out and we're going to still be safe and we're going to do the right things. But now the world is opening up. But some places you still got to put on that mask and wash those hands and just do the right thing. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And guess what? I'll see you, and just keep on saying a prayer for the whole wide world. And I'll see you next week on The Princess Secrets. Bye-bye.